Hello, everyone. My name is Mariana Rizzo. I am a teacher at Spoken Learning, and today I'm going to talk to you just a tiny bit about how we teach Spanish at Spoken Learning because some of you might not be like that familiar with the structure of our classes, and you might be asking yourself like, what if I enroll and how are we going to work together? So today, yes, I'm going to talk to you about the structure that we have in spoken learning to teach our classes. And well, you can schedule your first Spanish lesson by calling to that number or texting to the number. We teach Spanish to both children and adults starting from 5 years old. And well, if you call that number, we can give you a lot of information about how it works, about how can you start learning with us. And well, today, yes, I'm just going to talk to you a bit more about how we teach Spanish and what is it like to start learning a new language, Spanish, with us. So it's never too late to start learning something new. Actually, learning a new language brings a lot of benefits to you as a person because it opens up your mind. It makes you feel um, more confident. Actually, it improves your self confidence learning something new and just finding out that you might be super good at something new. So you can call that text or text call that number, sorry, or text that number to schedule a private lesson. So, yes, I'm just going to talk to you a bit more about this, about our classes and how we teach Spanish at Spoken Learning. So, yeah, there you go. So, yes, I'm just going to talk to you about what is it like to learn Spanish with us. So you might be asking yourself like, okay, this sounds like a pretty good idea, but how am I going to learn? Because I don't know about you guys, but in my case, I started learning some languages in some schools that were not like the right fit for me because, well, I'm an active learner, so I need to do things to learn. I cannot just like listen and just repeat. So that's what I'm going to talk to you about today. Because if you're in the same page as me and you want to learn in a more active and more engaging way, you came to the right place. So, yeah, what is it like to learn Spanish with us? So, I'm going to talk to you about what will you get when you enroll. Remember that you can ask for a trial lesson. So you don't have to commit that quick to us, but you can just schedule a first trial lesson. And of course, all of us, I forgot to tell you this, but all of us, the teachers at Spoken Learning, we are native speakers of Spanish. So you're going to get like the actual uses of the vocabulary words, not only like some words that are like that doesn't make much sense and you're saying like phrases like I don't know, my cat likes to dance salsa. So that doesn't make much sense like in a grammar way of well, it makes sense but it's not that useful. So with us you will get like the actual phrases and the actual expressions that are useful for you. Okay, so the first one is you learn at your own pace. Aprendes a tu propio ritmo. El primer beneficio de aprender español con nosotros es aprender a tu propio ritmo. So the first benefit of learning with us is that you learn at your own pace. It doesn't matter if you have a 9 to 5 job and you're just thinking like, okay, so I cannot have like classes like in the morning or maybe the other way around. Maybe you work at night. I don't know. And you say like, okay, I really want to learn Spanish because it's useful for me and for my professional life and for everything in my life, but I cannot take classes at night. So you can just schedule the classes based on your own, yeah, or your own life. So you can learn at your own pace. Puedes aprender a tu propio ritmo. You can have from 1 to 6, 7 if you want to lessons a week. So you just need to call that number and ask, like, or just say like your needs, like, okay, I need to learn Spanish by taking 3 lessons a week from this time to this time. And that way we can know like your schedule and your needs and just let you learn at your own pace. Entonces, el primer beneficio es aprender a tu propio ritmo. The second benefit, desarrollar habilidades, sorry, para expresarte en español. So the second benefit is that you develop some abilities to express yourself in Spanish. What do I mean by this? We work on both written and oral abilities. So you're going to be able to speak or to talk in Spanish with another person who speaks Spanish. And also, if you want to, we can focus a bit more on the written part of the language. So you're going to develop the abilities to express yourself in Spanish, not only knowing like the grammar, structure, and those things, but also knowing like some vocabulary words, some expressions, common expressions that we use in Spanish, so that you can, yeah, make sure that everyone understands you if you're in front of a person who speaks Spanish. Then the third one, el tercer beneficio, the third benefit is el conocimiento de aspectos culturales. The third benefit is the knowledge of cultural aspects. So we do not only teach like the grammar structure and the vocabulary words and some common expressions, but we also teach you about the cultural aspect of the language, because, well, a language is the expression of a culture. So it's super important that you actually know how it works, like the culture. So you're going to learn this because, as I told you before, we're all native Spanish speakers. So we know our culture. So we want to share that with you and really make you know how life is and for Spanish speaking people, basically. And you're going to learn about that. Then the fourth benefit, el cuarto beneficio, actividades diseñadas especialmente para ti. So the activities are designed specially for you. So if you like to play, I don't know, games, or in case, for example, with little kids, we use a lot of games because, of course, you cannot have a kid just like repeating and just learning by reading. And that's boring for a kid. So we design our classes based on the needs of the person. It doesn't matter the age, so we design those activities especially for you. Diseñamos las actividades para ti. And also the homeworks are made for you. Everything is like personalized. Okay. And yeah, as I told you before, in the case of kids, we use a lot of games. And sometimes they are different from kid to kid because some kids might love, like, I don't know, solving puzzles, and some kids hate puzzles. So we take that into account in order to make the class more dynamic and more fun for everyone, for humans of all ages. Entonces hacemos las actividades para que tengas un buen rato, que disfrutes realmente tu clase y entonces puedas aprender a tu propio ritmo, pero también con actividades que toman en cuenta tus necesidades como ser humano, básicamente. And the fifth one. Okay, I talked about this today, but it's the fifth benefit is to take classes with native Spanish speakers. So, it's quite different to take a lesson of Spanish with someone whose mother tongue is not Spanish, right? Because they're gonna know the grammar and all the rules and everything, but they won't teach you like the cultural aspects, the pronunciation, which is pretty important. Entonces, tomar clases con hablantes nativos del español puede ayudar mucho a tu proceso de aprendizaje de una segunda lengua. So, taking classes with native speakers, or yeah, it can help you or it can improve your abilities in that language. Actually, its tongue is the same. the same that you're learning, it improves your learning process. Okay. And well, those are just 5 benefits of learning Spanish with us. Son nada más 5 de los beneficios que puedes obtener por aprender al aprender español con nosotros. So, if you have any more questions or any comments, you can totally call that number that's right there in the banner. Gracias por escuchar el día de hoy. Thank you so much for listening today. And don't forget to like our Facebook page. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel where you can find all of these lives and all of the, yeah, a lot of information actually. And follow us on Instagram, on TikTok, on Twitter, on each one of the social platforms that we have. So, yes, that would be pretty much it for today. As I told you before, if you have any more questions or something that you would like to comment, you can call that number that's right there to schedule your first private lesson. Remember that you can schedule a trial lesson in which you will learn some basics of the language. And also, if you have some knowledge of the language, you can totally enroll with us because we also teach more advanced students. So, that would be pretty much it for today. Have a great Sunday, everyone. Don't forget to call that number or text in case you don't like to make phone calls like me. I don't like phone calls. So, yeah, you can totally text that number. And have a great day, everyone. Have a great weekend and a great week ahead. Goodbye.